Hi guys, welcome to another Cooking with Friends collab. Today we are using leftovers in a healthy way. So I had a hard time thinking about what leftovers I could use for this challenge because at our house leftovers are just my husband's lunch the next day. But then I remembered we have lots of these in the freezer. Usually I pop those in the freezer and then I put them into smoothies, but it hasn't been smoothie weather, so we have quite a surplus going on. So I went to MyFitnessPal and they have a blog of recipes, and we are going to do 1 bowl banana nut muffins. I tried to be a good girl and use my Kindle for the recipe, but it wasn't letting me log on. I'm sure I have not forgotten my password again. That doesn't seem like me at all, does it, friends? The first thing we have to do is we're going to put these pecans. They're supposed to be walnuts, but I don't have walnuts, and we're not supposed to leave the house, so we're using pecans. But I'm going to put these in the oven for about 10 to 11 minutes. I smushed those with my handy dandy chopping mixer. And now I'm going to add the wet ingredients. I need 3 tablespoons of milk. I need 1/3 of a cup of coconut oil. And I know you're saying to yourself, okay, that doesn't look like oil. And you're right, it doesn't. According to the package, it's solid unless you are above 76 degrees. So we'll just kind of mix that in. That was a fun fact that we learned today. It's like we had science class, even though we didn't have school. We need 1 egg. And we need some vanilla extract. I think we can all agree that was close enough. Okay, now we're going to add in our spices. We need a teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of freshly ground nutmeg. We're not fancy here, so we're just going to go with already ground up. And then it says 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice. Does anybody out there have 1/8 of a teaspoon measurer? Because it always bugs me when it asks for that. And not that I'm the big measurer queen of the world, but if you're going to give me a measurement, I'd like to have it be something I could realistically do if I was so inclined. So we'll just call that good enough, just like always. We're going to also need a teaspoon of baking soda. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Next, we're going to put in our 1½ cups of whole wheat flour. And I probably should do that in increments, but I'm not gonna. I almost forgot about the sugar, guys. According to the recipe, we're supposed to use 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup. But I don't have maple syrup except for log cabin, and that's not what she means. So, according to the internet, 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup is 1 cup of sugar. We are trying to be healthy. So I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm going to add just maybe another tablespoon of milk to kind of make up for that liquid difference. And, you know, it'll be fine. The walnuts, sorry, they're not walnuts. My pecans are all toasted. So now I'm ready to put those in. Full disclosure, I did not chop these walnuts because I just cleaned and sanitized my cutting board and I didn't want to mess it up again. So I just took a rolling pin and I just smooched them inside the baking pan they were on. And that worked pretty good. Also, I added more than the 3/4 of a cup that they said to add because that's just how I am. Now, we're going to distribute them evenly into our little cups here. We have one guy who's empty because this recipe only makes 11. You can make 12 smaller ones, but the portion size for this recipe is 11 muffins, which really goes against everything I believe in, but adapt and overcome. So I went ahead and did 12 because I thought that the cups were filled pretty generously, some more than others, but I'm going to put this now in the oven at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. Do the toothpick test. If it comes out clean, then they'll be ready to go. Okay guys, here's the finished muffins. See, they're pretty good sized. Don't forget to check out everybody in the description box who also participated in this collab. They're all really fun ladies, and I know you will enjoy them. Take care. Stay well. Stay home.